Think about it. What if one day your own mom became your worst enemy and you had to destroy it yourself? Friends, today's story is exactly that. This is the story of a terrifying parasite that crawl inside human ears, take over their brains and turn them into blood-hungry monsters. So, the story kicks off at an ocean where we spot some strange and creepy creatures crawling out of the water. Slowly, they move out of the ocean and start heading toward the city. The scene cuts and we see a couple sleeping. Everything looks totally normal. Then suddenly a parasite comes crawling in and slides right into the man's ear. He screams out in pain, but within just a few seconds, the pain disappears and he falls back asleep like nothing even happened. Now the camera shifts to the main hero of this story, Shinshi. He's just chilling, listening to music with his earphones in. Then another parasite comes toward him and tries to crawl into his ear. But lucky for him, the earphones are already in, so the parasite can't get inside. It tries going through his nose instead, and that's when Shinshi wakes up. Scared out of his mind, he flings the parasite far away and tries to smash it with a nearby book. But before he can finish it off, the parasite bites his hand and burrows inside. Shinshi's fear had now turned into a terrifying reality. He panics and wraps wire around his hand like somehow that'll stop this bizarre thing. His mom hears him scream and comes into the room asking what happened. Shinshi says, "Mom, there's something inside my hand." But when his mom looks, his hand appears completely normal. The next morning at breakfast, Shinshi still tells his mom that something's off with his hand, but his mom brushes it off, saying he's probably just overthinking it. Now the scene cuts back to the man who had the first parasite enter him. He's staring at his wife in this really unsettling way, and then his mouth transforms into a horrifying monster shape. Before his wife can even process what's happening, he devours her alive. On the other side, Shinshi is heading to school with his buddy Satomi, but Satomi notices that Shinichi's behavior has changed a lot. His hand is like it's not even listening to him anymore. He even accidentally touches Satomi in the wrong place, which makes her really upset and she walks away mad. Weird stuff starts happening at school too. When Shinshi bends down to pick up an eraser that fell, his hand stretches out long on its own and picks it up. During basketball too, he's standing far away, but sinks the ball straight into the basket. Seeing all of this, Shinshi is stuck somewhere between fear and total disbelief. When he gets home, he starts searching online. That's when he notices an eye has grown on his hand. But the moment he looks closely at it, it disappears. Out of sheer terror, he thinks about cutting off his hand, but right then, his hand transforms into a creepy alien-looking creature. Shinshi's fear reaches its absolute peak, but the very next moment, that creature takes a cute, smaller shape. Shinshi asks it, "Who are you?" But the creature doesn't respond. We realize it simply cannot understand human language. Slowly, the creature starts learning the language, and Shinshi figures out that its real goal was to take over his brain, but the earphones saved his life. Now that creature is just living in Shinshi's hand, and control over that hand no longer belongs to Shinshi. It belongs to the parasite. Now the story hits an even more dangerous turn. Shinshi angrily tells the weird creature in his hand, "I'm gonna cut you off and get rid of you." But the creature speaks up and says, "If you cut me off, you'll lose your hand too." It tells him to call it Migi and promises, "I won't hurt you because my life now depends on your body." Slowly, Migi learns human language, and a friendship starts forming between Migi and Shinshi. But while that friendship is growing, the city is in absolute chaos. The people who had parasites enter them are now openly hunting humans. One day, Migi suddenly pulls Shinshi into a restaurant. He says there's another parasite nearby, and the moment they walk in, they're hit with a horrifying sight. A man is lying half-eaten on a table, and the parasite crouched over him is drinking his blood. That parasite initially thinks Migi is one of its own kind, but the moment it realizes Migi never took over Shinshi's brain, it attacks. Its head splits open in a terrifying way into 4 pieces and lunges at Shinshi. But Migi moves with lightning speed, saves Shinshi, and rips that parasite's head clean off its body. Now Shinshi understands that this fight isn't just his only, but it belongs to all of humanity. Now dead bodies are turning up one after another across the city. The police are completely baffled about who's behind all this bloodshed. Apart from Shinshi, nobody knows what's actually eating people in the city. Shinshi questions Migi, "You have to stop the other parasites. Killing humans is wrong." But Migi's answer shakes him to his core. Migi says that, "You're a human. It's okay for you to kill and eat animals. How is it wrong for us parasites to kill humans? We get hungry too, and humans are our food." Now this question isn't just for Shinshi, it's for you too. Is what Migi said actually right, or is it wrong? Definitely drop a comment and let us know. The next day we see Shinshi at a school function. Migi senses that somewhere here, someone just like itself has taken over a human. Then the principal calls over a new teacher, Tamiya, to meet them. Migi and Shinichi instantly realize Tamiya is that parasite, and Tamiya also uses her parasite instincts to figure out that Shinshi is connected to a parasite too. Then Shinshi goes up to Tamiya. She says, "Don't be afraid of me." This Tamiya parasite is completely different from the others. She's super into experimenting. She and another parasite have even gotten this body pregnant just to study what kind of being will come out of it. Then Migi asks her, "What are you doing here at school?" She replies, "I just want to live like normal people." Then Tamiya and Shinshi head somewhere else, where two more parasites are hanging out. A high school female student named Shimada and a detective named Mr. A. These two are teamed up with Tamiya and say, "We parasites need to stick together to survive, and that's exactly why we've built a parasite network. We're all connected so we can share information and stay hidden among humans while hunting people every day for food." Tamiya also asks Shinshi to join their network, but Shinshi says, "I'm not fully like you guys. You're all monsters." Then Tamiya says, "If you're not going to side with us, then don't you dare try anything against us either. Otherwise, I'll wipe out this entire school in 3 seconds." That terrifies Shinshi. Then all the parasites scare him off and walk away. One night when Shinshi is coming home, he runs right into Mr. A. And Mr. A had already figured out that it was Shinshi and Migi who had killed that parasite in the shop that day. So Mr. A attacks Shinshi to take him out. Migi fights back against Mr. A. The two of them get into a seriously brutal fight. Migi guides Shinshi, and Shinshi drives a steel rod straight through Mr. A's body. Mr. A dies, and Shinshi realizes this is the first time in his life he's taken someone's life. But the real horror is just getting started, because Mr. A's parasite didn't fully die. It crawls out of his body and finds a new host. And that new host isn't some stranger, it's Shinshi's own mother. When Shinshi comes home at night, Migi warns him that I can feel a very powerful parasite nearby. Shinshi steps outside and sees, walking in through the gate, his mom. But her head is no longer human. Migi says, "If you don't stop her, she'll kill you." Shinshi is shaking with fear. He cannot raise his hand against his own mother. But the very next second, his mother's head splits open in a horrifying way, and she drives her hand right through Shinshi's chest. Covered in blood, Shinshi collapses to the ground, and his mom walks away. The next day, something jaw-dropping happens. Shinshi is completely fine, like nothing happened the night before. Turns out, Migi had used its own cells to heal the deep wound in his chest. But now Shinshi has only one thing on his mind: find his mom and destroy the parasite hiding inside her. He searches for her everywhere, but neither his mom nor any trace of the parasite turns up. Meanwhile, Migi had now started understanding Shinshi's emotions too. One night, Migi tells Shinshi something that rocks him. "I need at least 4 hours of rest every single day. That sleep can hit me at any time, and if a parasite attacks you during that window, you'll have to fight completely alone." Shinshi is scared hearing this, but his anger only grows. Meanwhile, another massive threat has been brewing in the city. A parasite has taken over a politician's body. His plan is clear: to win the election and take control of the entire city. The scene shifts to school, where Satomi introduces Shinshi to a new girl student named Shimada. Everything seemed normal at first, but then during painting class, a girl jokingly yanks a strand of hair from Shimada's head. The very next second, dead silence fills the room because that hair strand was still moving even after being pulled out. Everyone is convinced that Shimada is also a parasite, and right then, Shimada reveals her true form. Her head morphs into a terrifying creature, and she attacks every student in the classroom. The whole classroom turns red with blood. Shinshi hears the screaming and rushes over, and the moment he steps inside and sees bodies scattered everywhere, he's completely horrified. He manages to pull Satomi out and get her to safety, but Shimada wasn't stopping there. She was heading toward the school rooftop. Shinshi races to the rooftop of the nearby building and turns Migi into the shape of a bow. Then he fires a rod-like arrow with such insane force that it goes clean through Shimada's body, and she's killed. Now the story takes yet another dramatic turn. After that horrifying classroom incident, Tamiya hands Shinshi Mr. A's address. Shinshi heads there without wasting a single second, but check out fate's timing. Right at that moment, Migi falls asleep. Though before falling asleep, Migi transforms itself into a deadly weapon so Shinshi isn't left helpless. And then the real battle begins. A life-or-death fight breaks out between Shinshi and Mr. A. Even while inside his mother's body, Mr. A attacks him like a cold-blooded killer. Shinshi starts getting brutally injured, but he wasn't the type to give up. Finally, he sees his opening and separates Mr. A's head from his body. This victory was a bitter one, because along with Mr. A, his mother was gone forever too. Shinshi is completely shattered on the inside, but now he has only one mission left: to wipe out these parasites. Meanwhile, the story takes yet another dangerous turn. That parasite who had taken over the mayor's body and been running for election protection is now wins. His plan now is to take full control of the entire city. Around the same time, a detective team launches a special mission called Human Life Protection, set up specifically to hunt down these parasites. But the story doesn't stop there. A new parasite enters the picture, one named Goto, who appears to be the leader of all these parasites. And we find out that Tamiya and the mayor had been working together this whole time. In the ending scene of the movie, we see Shinshi visiting Satomi at the hospital, and he makes a vow. He will not rest until he hunts down and destroys these parasites one by one. And then we see in another building, a secret detective who has been watching them and snaps a photo of Shinshi with Migi. Friends, that was part 1 of Parasyte, where Shinshi's battle ends with Mr. A, but the real war has just begun. If you enjoyed this story and want to watch the crazy all-out battle in part 2, definitely type part 2 in the comments below. If the video was good, hit that like button, share it, and subscribe to the channel.